Regarding your Christian beliefs, do you believe that intelligent design should be taught in public schools, or is it strictly evolution? What do you think about that?
I mean, he's not going back to the Senate.
I mean, if knowing that you're from a faith community, if a parent came to the school board and said, "I would like my child to be exposed to intelligent design in eighth grade science or whatever the highest level is," because there aren't a lot of science classes going on in elementary schools. Would you support that? Would you support intelligent design being taught in La Mesa Spring Valley? I don't know if it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. But if a parent came to you with that request, what would you say?
I don't know. And
All of our, what we teach, what our teachers teach in our schools is given directly from the state government. It's from our Common Core. So that's exactly what we teach. If it's in Common Core, that's what's taught. If it's not in Common Core, that is not what's taught.
Would you, if you had your druthers, if you could control what Common Core allowed and didn't allow, would you like to see intelligent design taught in La Mesa Spring Valley?
If it was brought up at a school board meeting, I am one of 5 votes. So it's...
What would you personally vote for? If you had the ability to vote to incorporate intelligent design into a K-8 curriculum, would you vote for that?
I'm not sure.
in the primary, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I know that what is being taught in our schools right now is very effective, and that our children are very smart and they're learning.
Okay. What do you think about debate about man-made climate change? I've done a lot of stories on this. 97% of scientists agree that climate change is occurring with a component caused by human activity. What do you think? Do you think climate change is real and that human activity is contributing it to global warming, for example?
I read an article.
I think
that
we as human beings living on this planet have a responsibility to care for it in the best way possible, and that also includes not taking it for granted. So climate change, I know that it can be a sticky topic of conversation, and
well, why is it sticky?
I don't think that my thoughts on climate change affect my ability to be one of the 5 board members on the board.
Right. But if a science teacher were to hear this particular answer, they would say, that sounds kind of a little squishy. That sounds like you're not on board with the consensus, overwhelming world view that climate change has to be battled with the understanding that reducing fossil fuels and carbon emissions are required to deal with it. Do you think that carbon emissions must be reduced? Do you think climate change has to be attacked on the basis of the assumption that that it's man-made?
he has a master's degree from something, and
I'm sorry, you're saying that climate change is man-made?
Yes, I'm saying, do you agree climate change is man-made climate change is influenced there's an overwhelming agreement consensus that if we don't deal with climate change and its roots, which is, fossil fuel burning, carbon dioxide spewing, garbage in the atmosphere, stuff, that we're all doomed. So,
and if a science teacher in my district were to present that to me, I would have to tell them I don't know enough. I'm not a scientist. I don't know enough of how climate change and the factors that affect climate change work, and so I'd ask them to tell me more.
Okay.
And to explain it to me in their best way possible. So
we are held to,
I
we hold ourselves
I
to
can't.
a higher standard.
Well,
those Democrats, they don't.
I don't want to take a stance on something that I don't fully know about yet.
Okay.
So that I can make the wisest
Sure.
the wisest choice, the wisest
Excellent.
stance.
Excellent. How old is the Earth?
That's a good question.
I mean, according to certain Christian faith beliefs, it's about 6,000 years old. According to science, it's about 4.5 billion. Which side do you take?
Of course, through my faith, again, this is another question where yes, I don't see how this has to deal with my appointment to the board.
It has to do with people understanding your mindset, your background. This is a question that political reporters would ask you if you were running, and if you're running for a responsible position involving the education of children in the district. Parents would like to know: do you believe? Here's a question: do you believe that the Earth is as old as science contends, or do you believe Earth is as old as the Bible contends, or your reading of the Bible?
Thank you.
Healthcare. You don't view healthcare as a right.
Well, of course, I take the Bible at its word.
Yeah.
I know that there are so many theories on how old the Earth is and
Right.
how it came about.
Right.
I don't.
If a parent were asking me this question, I would tell them what I believe is that their children are being taught what's given to us about the Earth and about how old it is
Right.
through the Common Core. So my own personal beliefs don't really play into this right now in this instance.
Right.
And so what I believe is separate from what their children are being taught in a quality education in our schools that are given to us through these standards given to us by the state.
Do you object to these standards because they don't seem to mesh with your own understandings of the world? What do you think
No.
of Common Core?
And my time is out.
Okay.
I have 9:15 and it's
All right.
9:15.
Thank you very much.